allows consumer-only, utility-only, or shared networks, so you need a very broad suite of security capabilities. And this isn't just about electricity. This is about smart metering in general. Advanced metering infrastructure doesn't say electricity, so support for water and gas. And one that's on here, that's not on here, that's actually being deployed today in Sweden is heating, district heating. So there's other aspects of this as well. So where does it fit? Well, pretty much everywhere. I mean, that's the whole idea of very ubiquitously deployed sensor networks. Of course, you know, in this class of environment for the energy piece, it's going to wind up, and it is showing up now in just a large variety of appliances and things like that. There have been recent announcements on the part of General Electric and Whirlpool on having smart appliances, specifically dryers, in the marketplace later this year or early next. For those of you who did manage to stop by the whole ZigBee section at CES this past January, you saw a GE clothes dryer, ZigBee Smart Energy GE clothes dryer. So this stuff is really starting to come together now. And of course, you're seeing some stuff in here for the plug-in hybrid electric vehicles, for distributed generation, a number of other things, which, you know, frankly, if anybody thought standards are not going to happen in the smart grid, wait until we get a bunch of electric vehicles out there. I guarantee you, all of a sudden, we'll be scrambling for the standards. So there is a huge driver, and it's called the EV, that's really going to drive a lot of this stuff, whether we want it or not. Use cases are, as you might imagine from what I've led up to so far, you can, if I'm a consumer, I can now get information about how I use electricity. And I can get it both from legacy devices as well as current devices. I make the request. If it's a smart energy device, it will give me the historical information. It will give me data on a real-time basis and other useful kinds of stuff. If it's a legacy device, I can turn it off. I can look at what's happening. I can turn it on and see what's happening. So I a little bit more work, but I can actually sort out what's going on. I can also program devices to respond to both utility signals or to things that I want to do in terms of managing consumption. So the nice thing about this is that I can do this under my control if I really don't want anybody else in there, if you've got a privacy issue, what have you. And then, you know, bottom line is what we're seeing out of all of this is a very strongly growing demand for ZigBee Smart Energy in the markets where it's getting deployed. It's bridging a gap between where we are today and where we need to be tomorrow. I mean, this is going to be a steadily evolving technology, just like the internet. We can expect very large, these large-scale rollouts to continue, in fact, accelerate. That's what that additional money is all about, is to really help kickstart that stuff and really move it forward. As they indicated, over 40 million meters are now in the process of deployment. Those are going in, particularly in California, Texas, Michigan, and Virginia. The total market in North America, by the way, is about 80 million meters, so I expect we'll see a lot more of that just over the next couple of years. The other 40 million, various utilities are starting to move towards filing their rate cases and a number of the regulatory hurdles that they have to go through. They also have still $3.4 billion in U.S. stimulus funding, and so that's going to drive, you know, a lot of interest and desire to get a piece of that action. And then Whirlpool has stated that not only, you know, are they going to be introducing some clothes dryers later this year or next, but that all appliances will be smart grid capable by 2015. So I think that's recognition of, you know, there's just sort of an inevitability, especially for large load-consuming devices, that they do have to become much more intelligent and become contributing members to this future called smart grid. There are a number of very interesting projects. I mean, I've only selected a very kind of tiny fraction here. Centerpoint was one of the recipients. Centerpoint's a transmission and distribution company in Texas. This happens to be in the Houston market. They did receive some funding to accelerate their deployment of meters in the Houston market. They have a rather comprehensive vision of what's going on, where ZigBee is in the meter and is providing the interconnection, smart energy resources into the home as part of the home area network. They're using there is standards work going on that front. One in the work activity that I do in 15 called 15.4G. But there isn't the same drive for standards as there is in the preliminary network in that area, because you don't take your meters on vacation with you. Now, with the exception of the UK and New Zealand, you don't own your meter. In those two markets, you do own your meter, so there's an interesting little variation on that theme. But this is also, though, shows that you can really combine a number of communications technologies very effectively. Petco, this is Mr. Obama's supplier, so his smart meter is coming from Petco. They are putting ZigBee in as a way of implementing a demand response program to save over 200 million megawatts and 200 megawatts of power on an annual basis. They're also using the capability that the ZigBee solution easily affords in providing simple gateway functions, and they've got a specialized product that allows them to take advantage of their existing VHF system while implementing the new stuff, so they don't have to do a forklift upgrade of everything they've had in place before. So it gives them a nice, this is where the bridging piece comes in between today and tomorrow. TXU is a retail electric provider in Texas. And Texas is a very interesting competitive market in that the T&D, the transmission and distribution company, like CenterPoint or Encore, actually owns the meter. But they don't own the customer. The retail electric provider owns the customer. So it's a kind of an interesting phenomenon. And there's far more retail electric providers, like 200 of them in Texas, that are very competitive with each other and are looking for ways to differentiate. And TXU, because they don't own the meter, can't guarantee you're going to have a smart meter inside your house. So they've come up with a meterless solution, which they call programmable by thermostat. And the way they're doing that is providing a lot of the same capability and knowledge, but instead of the smart meter, they're providing an Ethernet gateway. And they're building web-based services